Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome to part 7. I can't believe it's 7 already of my Medieval Legacy Challenge. In exciting news that will probably surprise no one, Olivia is pregnant. I did play a day off screen because for some reason, and I don't know if it was because I played with the lifespans, I had the season set to 4 weeks in this file. I don't know why. It could be because this is a file I actually downloaded because it was like basically a save file where all of the lots had been bulldozed. So I downloaded it. Maybe that's where it came from, but I adjusted it to be a 2-week season because I thought 4 weeks was too long and I was sick of summer storms, not gonna lie. And it repeated the summer solstice event, which we'd actually already played through. So rather than cancelling it, I played through it again, but I did it off screen. They had a nice summer solstice the second time around, if you're wondering. But that's not canon. Didn't actually happen in the story I'm telling, because why? So that is why I wasn't recording when we found out she was pregnant. Sorry, guys. But I did have a little yard sale over here. We sold, I think, 2 fossils, which was nice. So we have a little bit of money. So I was contemplating putting more flooring in. And maybe we do have time for that when you think about it, because we've got, 2.5 days before the baby comes. And then we've got another, how many days are they a baby before they become a toddler? Like 2 or 3 days before we have to start making some serious changes to the house. So I have queued up a ton of plant tending interactions. I'm also going to get him to spray for bugs over here. So we're going to get them to tend the garden, and perhaps she can spend some more time making flowers. I did try selling flowers. I had some flowers, I thought, in the inventory of this table. Maybe not. Maybe I forgot. Oh no, I did. They've just for some reason all gone back into her personal inventory, but none of them sold. So that's awkward. I don't know if it would work better if I started a retail store. I just don't like that I can't have a retail store on my home lot, you know? Like, I feel like if I could just have it be here and he could, do things in the garden and stuff while she's working, trying to sell things in the store, I think that would be better. But I don't think there's a way you can actually do that. In theory, Jared brought us a special gift because he appreciates our friendship. I mean, that's not awkward at all. What's the gift, Jared? Hey, Jared, what's the gift? I'll get him to come over here and invite him in. Come on. You can get back to the weeding later. Hey, Jared, what's up, bro? Probably don't say bro in medieval times. It's good to see you, compadre. What's the gift? What's my gift? You got the gift. What's the gift? Is it in the household inventory? Is the gift a lie? Is it like the spoon? There's no gift. Did he give a gift to Olivia? There's nothing new in her inventory other than things that she's in the middle of harvesting. I feel like the gift was a lie. That's sad. Right, let's give him a heartfelt compliment anyway. And then I'm going to get him to go back to weeding and spraying for bugs. Not that, what did they use for bug spray back in medieval times? I'm going to guess they didn't. That's fine. Are we finished? All right, I would like you to come talk to Jared. So you can go do this. We're going to tell Jared that we're pregnant. Very exciting. You can't really tell yet. Her bump is actually super, super small. Oh, Jared's an adult now, by the way. He's aged up, so that's good. Hey, Jared, guess what? I'm pregnant. Oh, he seems tense about that. I mean, he's being polite, but I don't know. I feel like we need to find Jared a wife. What do you think, guys? I feel like maybe he's still carrying a little bit of a flame for her, because why else would he be so tense? Like, he's making fists and stuff. Can I ask him about his mood, maybe? Ask about his day. Maybe we can figure out why. I really feel like we need to introduce him to someone, but I don't think she knows any eligible women. I mean, the queen. There's a few. She's married. I forgot these guys knew each other. Caitlin Curry is actually a friend of Zachary's. that they serve together on the same ship. Oh, look, he's calmed down now. Obviously, whatever his issue was, he's not so stressed anymore. That could be an option. Once Jared's gone, I think what we'll do is I'll have Olivia talk to Zachary and pick his brain and see if he can think of anybody that would be a good fit. Zachary's... Oh, actually, Zachary knows her traits. She's non-committal. She might not be a good choice, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe we'll find someone else. I really want to match Jared up with someone. I think that's my short-term quest now, is to get Jared married. And then our kids can grow up together, and how cute would that be? That'd be super cute. It's a thing. It's going to have to happen. Zachary and Jared have gone fishing. It is getting later in the day. Olivia's actually just making them some salad for dinner. And I can't actually get them to interact with each other, annoyingly, while they're fishing. I don't think you can talk. But, ooh, help fix bad relationship with Elsie. How does Jared know Elsie? Now, Elsie is Zachary's sister, the one who showed up at 1 a.m. So let's imagine that these guys are having a conversation right now, because obviously they won't, which is very annoying. You know, Zachary's trying to suss out what's going on with Jared, because before they came down here, Olivia mentioned that she was a little bit worried about Jared. You know, he seemed stressed when he first arrived. So, you know, Zachary's trying to figure out, look, is it something going on at home? I think Jared has admitted in a kind of roundabout way that yes, he's sick of living with his parents. He's an adult now. He feels like he's never... You know, they're on the island. There's not a lot of people to meet. And he will admit that he was actually sort of excited at first when Olivia moved in, because he was like, well, at least there's another teen here now. But then, you know, nothing worked out there. He won't just say this stuff in a way that would make Zachary angry. He's like, you know, but her and I are just friends and that's great. But I don't want to be alone forever. You know, it's not that I wish I was married to your wife. It's that I wish that I was married. So Zachary's going to take this as like a quest. It's medieval times. I was just looking in the background at this castle-y kind of build over here, and that looks so cool in the background of them. I think that's where, I forget who lives there. I think that might be where the Durhams live. But yeah, looks super cool in the background here. I was just admiring the sunset on the car. It's not actually a castle, but it is built a bit like one. Very cool. Anyway, don't mind me. So that's definitely what's going to happen now. All right, lads, you guys should head back to the house. And then, yeah, that's some exciting seaweed. And then have some dinner, and then Jared can head home. It's like, so what's up? I wonder if he could end up. And so now, this was the whole interaction I queued ages ago about the sister. It's like, oh, how do you know my sister? It's like, oh, you know, I've seen her around town, but, you know, I didn't think she was very impressed with me. You know, she looked like a proper lady, you know, like, she's not my kind of people. And Zachary's like, oh, she's not a lady. Like, she's my sister. We come from the same background. She likes to put on airs and graces, but she's not a lady. Cool. All right. I'm going to have these guys have dinner and then head to bed. Oh, neighborhood action plans have opened. He's the only one allowed to vote. So let's vote quickly. We'll do our civic duty. Now, I'm saying he's the only one allowed to vote because I'm using a rule from a different challenge, which is that only men can vote. So we're going to... Not Foodies Unite. That neighborhood action plan is the one that makes them obsessively bake white cake. It's glitchy as heck, and I will not abide it. Free love is hilarious, but not very authentically historical. Power conservation, no. Support performing arts. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. I was just trying to get it to display. Oops. Green gardening is actually probably what we do want. That would make our garden better, and that is how we're making our money. So I'm going to blow all his points. Yes, I know I wasted a point. Oh, I can remove my vote. Awesome. that hopefully is enough to get green gardening in without... It's a shame because Olivia has more points than Zachary does. She's got 239. But they're no good to me. So there you go. Sure, you can hang out for a bit. Oh, it's the present he promised me. Thanks for coming fishing with me and, like, listening to my troubles and stuff. That's really awesome. A DJ Candy, which we will sell because that is not something that I feel like is time appropriate. Thanks for the 20 simoleons. That was a really generous gift, mate. All right, I'm going to send him home. And then tomorrow we are going to maybe attempt to hook him up with someone. So annoyingly, it's Saturday, and that means the taxes are due. So I'm just going to have her care for herself because for some reason she did not sleep last night. So Zachary has come to pay their taxes. I'm going to compliment his outfit, and then let's see, gift of simoleons. Now, we currently have 1,600. I'm going to say 500. And then I'm going to say 100. So we're giving 600. It is slightly less than half of what we have. Leon's mean. I mean, obviously, he's the tax collector. Right, so I've paid my taxes. Why do I have to apologise? I mean, we should apologise, right? Because he's the king's knight. We won't socialise with him then. He's off to watch TV. Okay, I clearly need to do something about that. But Zachary had organised with Olivia that they were going to meet at the park. She had a really terrible night's sleep. In fact, I had them woohoo when they went to bed. And then she automatically went to sleep and her energy was still going down. So I assume it was a glitch of some kind, but she desperately needed to catch up. I mean, it makes sense. She would be very morning sick at this point in her pregnancy. So it does make sense that she'd be having trouble sleeping. Okay, so Olivia has met Zachary at the park on the mainland. And they're having a little family get-together and a pregnancy announcing event. So what we're going to do is... Actually, I'm going to have Olivia just call everyone to a meal. Now, there are a few other random Sims we haven't invited. The main Sims that we've invited are actually Zachary's family because they have never met Olivia. Now, back in these days, it wasn't so surprising, I guess, that a sim or a human could go off and get married and then write a letter to their family to say, hey, guess what? I got married, because obviously transport was a lot more difficult back in medieval times. So we're going to sit together. And I guess, what do we have to do for this announced pregnancy event? Presumably, here we go. I mean, she already told Jared. But we'll announce their pregnancy to Jared. We're going to tell his friend Caitlin, who Cassandra Goth's peering over the fence, like, hey. I hear you've got food over there. I wasn't invited. Can I have some food? Right, you little weirdo. Anyway, that's fine. Cassandra Goth does not move in the same social circles as these guys. She's much more well-to-do. Oh, Elsie, come here. This is his sister. She's the one who showed up strangely at our house. She showed up and then was like, yeah, no, I'm out of here. Maybe she was really upset with him. Maybe you should follow your sister. Hello? We do need to announce our pregnancy to one other person. Did any of our other guests show up? That's really inconvenient. Oh, she came back. Where are you going? Oh, my lord. Sims, honestly, are the most deranged things. So he's going to brighten her day. I really want you guys to go back up here. Come on. It's really annoying. I wanted all my Sims to be together because I really want them to tell Elsie about the pregnancy too. Okay, finally, we've come up here. Maybe Elsie's just a little bit flaky. Maybe she's like the kind of Drusilla of the family, like old Buffy Drusilla, just a little bit, you know, not all there. All right, go and give her a cheerful introduction, Olivia. Zachary, maybe you could... Oh, the romance festival. We can't go to festivals. I mean, I don't know what you would find in San Myshuno with a bulldozed world, but I think the festivals would probably still behave normally. We're going to talk up Olivia. So I'm going to get Zachary to be like, hey, sis, you should meet my wife. She's like, oh, pleased to meet you. Jared, why do you have a tablet? Wow, I'd love to get to know her. You guys are being really loud. Okay, let's announce the pregnancy. Look, Jared's making side eyes at Caitlin, you guys. You don't often see women in pants. But, I mean, she's obviously come just off a ship. Hook up with... Oh, my God. Why is it... These two not... interesting. I can't... And Elsie's wandered off again. And tell him to hook up with Elsie. Maybe we should. I know he seemed to be making eyes at Caitlin. But if Elsie is so flaky... Maybe Zachary is thinking this is a chance to get someone who's fairly responsible to look after his sister, because obviously she needs it. You know, she obviously needs someone to look after her, and Zachary's got a baby on the way and he can't always be the one to look after his sister anymore. It's like, hey, you know, I hear my sister's single. You'll introduce yourself when you see her. Well, if she would come back, that would be awesome. Can I get you to go to the bathroom again? We will put this in our inventory. Hopefully it will last until we get home. Now, in theory, this is a community garden, and there were actually community gardeners wandering around, but it kind of looks like they've left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Olivia after she's done that. We're going to see if we can get farmer flowers and fruit. We'll see if we can get some more flowers. I'm worried we're just going to get bluebells and daisies. Is that all you get with starter flowers? I mean, we could buy a couple of packets and we could buy one farmer flowers and fruit and maybe one uncommon plants. That's 420 simoleons. That's a lot of money. But if we're really, really lucky, we'll get some stuff we can add to the garden that we don't already have. Yeah, I think Elsie's left again. So that's great. That's all right. We've announced our pregnancy. He's going to maybe catch up with Caitlin. Oh, Olivia's really tired. I should probably take my pregnant sim home because she's feeling super tired and very body conscious, and she's missing her dad. And she's hiding in the toilet. Olivia? You want to come out of there, sweetie? All right, I'm going to take these guys... Who's this? I always keep mousing over them because I'm always excited to see the Sims that I've, like, styled wandering around. The novelty has yet to wear off, you guys. All right, so I'm thinking we're going to head home. So we've got a moodlet, okay? It's out there now. It feels good to finally tell everyone. She's more at ease. She's glad everyone got together despite how they all took the news. I wonder how some of them took the news that she thinks that. All right, I'm going to have these guys head home. And if we're super lucky... Oh, Elsie's over there. I really want them to talk to each other. Come on, it's going to happen. Okay, Elsie's coming back in. I did not tell her to do that part. I did tell him to talk to her, but it doesn't look like he wants to. He's really sad. But he's asking her about her day. Marcy, you're not meant to have one of those either. Alright, well at least they're talking. Maybe they will get to know each other and, you know, it could be a thing that could happen. It'd be very exciting. Looks like Caitlin's leaving. Poor Olivia is just standing over here, like, feeling really socially awkward. So I'm definitely going to take these two home now. And then I think the other thing I want to do, if we can afford it, is buy us a chicken coop. I probably shouldn't have just spent so much money on fruit and veg, honestly. It's the next day and Olivia woke up a bit earlier than Zachary, but they are both up now. And I'm just going to get him to get himself some leftovers as well. Now, most of what we got in those seed packets wasn't new, but we did get some chrysanthemum flowers for our garden, and we also got some grapes. So I'm going to get her to plant those. I need to evolve that. Now, she needs to do 2 more lots of grafting for her aspirations. So I am going to get on that. I'm going to maybe have a look and see what interesting combinations we can kind of come up with grafting the things we've got at the moment. I don't really know, but that's okay. It's the first day of autumn, and she is, let's see, she's in her 3rd trimester. Now, she did get pregnant in the evening because it was after the wedding. So she's not likely to have the baby imminently, but I'm actually thinking we might save that for the next part, you guys. So I'm just going to have them... Why is it snowing? Sun snow? That's a thing. Mysterious weather. What does that even mean? Okay, I'm confused. I don't want it to snow. It's supposed to be all warm. I know Windenburg is not a warm town. And, oh, that's right. I was going to get a chicken coop, wasn't I? Let's see if I can afford it. Now, this is a mod, and the way it works, 500. Oh, that wouldn't leave us with a lot. But the way it works is you can interact with the chooks, I think, for social, and you can get eggs and sell them. So we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed it works. If it doesn't, I'll just delete it and refund the money. Because I'm like, if it doesn't exist, I can't afford it. So, yeah, that's fine. Just because I don't know how the mod will go. But, yeah, so you can set up the coop, which I think is buying the chickens. And then you can name the poultry. And then I think you can interact with it probably like a baby, basically. It's an object that you can interact in. There's some animations. But you can also collect eggs and sell them. Not only would that be fun, but it would also make sense if I'm having them cook something that would require eggs to make, like pan de muerto, for example. I like the idea that they've grown the ingredients themselves. So that's just something for myself to enjoy. But yeah, there we go. We have a chicken coop now. And no money. Anyway, it's fine. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands. And next time, I expect we're going to have a baby. So if you have any baby names as suggestions, please leave them in the comments. For the record, if she has a boy, then I am probably going to name it David. The firstborn son would be David after her dad. But after that, I'm definitely up for names. And if it's a girl, I don't have any names in mind. So I'd love to hear your girl name suggestions. Thanks for watching.